Hi, I'm Anna Bojczuk. Yes, I'm a registered nurse, a Reiki master, Marconics practitioner, intuitive, angel core reader. I've been just my whole life has been, just dedicated to helping others and people, and learning, constantly learning. So I do. Let's see, a meetup every Monday with the Being One Center. Every other Monday, I do an energy healing hour with Anna, and then the opposite Monday, I do a Zoom online support group on Monday night. So if you're on Meetup, just have to look up Being One Center. And I've been also helping Greg and other people at expos throughout the years, in my journey here. And it's been a wonderful journey of meeting so many beautiful people and expanding myself with helping others, and to learn and grow, because that's what it's all about, And one of the tools I have learned obviously is with the Violet Flame. But before I even do that, I do have a page on Facebook called Heart Center Healing, and I also have a website. It's www.energyhealingwithanna.com. So basically, I'm offering, just expanding myself. Eventually, hopefully, I'll get a space, once things kind of open up a little bit more. But I do I'm enjoying the Zoom better and better. It's really been getting, you know, a lot easier for me to do it now, and even to do healing work, remote healing, on the Zoom, which I didn't think was possible. But it really is just amazing, the channels that we have open. And like Greg said, you don't have to worry. You could be present, even if it's snowing outside, you could be doing the Zoom. So let me go ahead with the Violet Flame for transformation. It's really it's such a powerful tool. I learned it about a couple of years ago in my studies, with Saint Germain, and how we use that Violet Flame. It's a sacred Violet Flame, and it really does help transmute negative energies into just pure love and light, and just forgiveness and peace, and you could use it in so many different ways, which I will go over. So I'll just read off a little bit here what I wrote here. But basically, it heals your body, mind, and soul. Ascended Master Saint Germain shows us how to use the Violet Flame to free ourselves and all mankind, and we receive the spiritual protection and healing that goes with this Violet Flame. Okay, so it's going to raise up your body, mind, and soul well-being, and it's associated with anything to do with either trauma, karmic related, for either relationship problems, any kind of problems you have, in life. It just goes from A to Z, everything, the whole world. The Violet Flame is just so powerful. It revitalizes us and gives us positive energy. It can heal our mental, emotional, physical bodies and improve our relationships. The Violet Flame changes negative energies into positive energies, which is the transformational process is called transmutation. So basically, it's an alchemy that occurs. And Saint Germain, that's how he changed base metals into gold. And there is a book, I was reading. The Summit Lighthouse is a really good source of information. You just Google www.summitlighthouse.com. But this is a book that Mark and Saint, let me give you the real name here. Mark Prophet and Elizabeth Clare Prophet. They wrote this book, Saint Germain on Alchemy. It's formulas for transformation. So yeah, if you need any, I could spell it out later if you have, and we do some more questions if you want to know more. But yeah, it's really good. There's so much, stuff in there. It takes you a while just to go through, but you can just go chapter by chapter to see what's in there. So the Violet Flame is an excellent tool for healing wounds from the past, any relationship issues, trauma, heart healing from pain, even from your birth. When we are born, there's like a lot of things that occur that start, the trauma that occurs that we don't even know, and it's very important to visualize the Violet Flame going through everything. Okay, negative human energy gets transformed into gold. Okay, and it's like divine energy, and it gets us closer, united with God and our I am presence. So I love the Violet Flame for that, and I use it as a tool every day as much as possible because I can see the power of this Violet Flame. And how I use it every day is basically, we could use the Violet Flame for anything going on in the world. Say if you put the TV on, something's there that really, you don't like it. But instead of sending it like anger or fear, you're going to use this Violet Flame. So I send it with my hands, I open up my chakras and I send it to the area. So if there's something in Europe or earthquakes, I send it to the transformational Violet Flame to that area to transform that issue of any negativity, and it's going to send it love, peace, just it's just going to transform it, and it does work. I mean, I know myself with also personal issues. Say if I have an important meeting coming up or something at work or something going on, I send it ahead of time, as much as possible. Say even 3 days ahead of time, I send it to Violet Flame for that, for a perfect resolution of whatever issue, and that it's a perfect outcome. That's in the highest good. So I send it to that area of my life that I needed, for 3 days ahead. Now, also say if I had an argument with somebody, say my husband or coworker a couple of days ago, same thing. I visualized that situation that I wanted to be healed, and forgiveness piece, usually what you need. So I sent it to minimize the damages that were done with the event. So say I was angry and I said some awful things to somebody. So by using that violet flame, it really does, help that to minimize it. Like, it may not completely evaporate, but it'll definitely soften the blows, and it'll be easier to deal with that person or event or whatever it is. And it gives you a lot of peace in your heart space. And I use the violet flame also to help me heal of pain that I've had my whole life, and any issues I want to work on. It could be, current issues with my relationships. It could be stuff from my childhood, things that have bothered me. So I use the violet flame for that. And also with my healing work. In my healing work, I usually see what the person needs. So if it's like healing in the heart space or on the crown chakra, I'll invoke the violet flame all around them, and I'll recite the prayer, which I'll do now. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame and mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like a sun. I am the sacred power freeing everyone. So it really is a very powerful, and you could even do it almost like a mantra, or you could do it like a rosary kind of thing. We've done that at the Being One Center, where we would just every week have an intention of healing, for the earth or for any situation that we were working on as a group. So it does work powerfully as a meditation, as a group effort. And I mean, I know there was other people that had used the violet flame in their meditations, like John of God. People have heard of him, but still the fact of that is such a powerful flame that we need to use it every day as much as possible, and especially to transform what's going on in our world right now. It's just so much pain and suffering. So we definitely want to use this flame every day, and for our personal use too. It'll give us and you can use it also like a cleansing, like a bath, a spiritual bath. You could run the water, and what you do with the water is you put some salt in there. And then, while you're in there, you're invoking the violet flame to come over you and into the waters to start the healing process, to start, for working, from the top to the bottom, just releasing that, expanding yourself, and really, like instead of, I want to focus that because it's a powerful meditation. So I really want everybody to really start grounding themselves. That's what it is. So start grounding yourself, sinking, just wherever you're sitting, just start visualizing white light all around your body, like a cocoon, and there's white light in front of you and back of you. There's white light on the right, white light on the left, and it's surrounding you. And you're having protection with Saint Michael's protecting you right this moment. So so as we're going into your heart space, that's where the goal. We want to go in right through our heart space. So as we're relaxing, our feet, or our hands, or our neck, your shoulders, and you're feeling so peaceful and relaxed. You're just so relaxed that you're like, wow, this is like heaven right now. But anyway, you're so relaxed, and you're going to start visualizing yourself going into through your heart chambers, your 4 chambers of your heart, and there's so much love there. So you're just like, wow, I'm in my heart space right now. And as you're breathing in and out, your body's just floating right to a forest. And it's just nice and green, and the birds are chirping, and there's little squirrels around, and chipmunks, and it's just such a happy place. And as you start walking along the path, you see a violet river, and it's like, wow, it's a beautiful river. And this happens to be the river of Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is a goddess of compassion, love, just beauty, and she wants to help you through the violet rivers. So as we slowly approach the water, it feels nice and warm. So you just go directly in with your clothes on, and you're just gonna start washing. So you're gonna start washing You're going in, you're washing, you start with your top of your head, and you're just washing away all that fears and worries, anxieties, and releasing, turmoil that you've had, and you're washing around your third eye, things that you didn't want to see in your life. You're washing your throat so that you could speak clearly. You're washing around your heart. You're just things that have been bothering you. With unforgiveness and not forgiving yourself. And then you're washing your solar plexus area above your belly button. Any issues with confidence and worries again, not liking yourself below your belly button, your sacral area. You're washing away of frustrations of lack of creativity and just drive in life. And then your root chakra, all your fears and was financial and safety and worries about money and everything, just being just in the water. You just having fun. You're like a little kid, you're just washing everything, and the water is just gently taking away all that. And Kuan Yin is just so happy that you came today, and she's blessing everybody, and we just spend a moment here just to visualize ourselves being cleansed and bathed and nourished and feeling a lot of love in here. And you're just letting go of all that no longer serves you. So just spend a moment here, just visualizing everything you want to release in this water. It's a very sacred water in your heart space chamber that you were working on. As we're gently doing that, we'll just take a moment then to slowly, when you're ready to get out of the water, and you see a beautiful, like almost like a palace, but it's like protected with two guards standing in front. And when you come out of the water, you get a white robe, and you're slowly going to go up the steps. The first step, the second step, the third step, the fourth step, the fifth step. And as you go, you see this beautiful golden door, and you slowly open it, and you say thank you, to the angels, and you go in, and you see a beautiful room. This is your sacred heart. And as you're going into that room, it's just beautiful. It's your space. This is your sacred heart space. And you see a beautiful lotus flower in the middle of the room. And you're going to slowly approach it, and you're going to sit inside the flower. It opens up for you. And then you're surrounded by the violet flame around. And it's there to help you to continue the releasing of the negativity that's been in your life from past lives and current life. And you're just sitting there and just gratefully and just lovingly giving it all to that space of where you're sitting. And right above you, a golden chalice comes down from your I am presence, and it's coming down through a thin cord. And the cord does go through the top of your head, and then it grounds you to Mother Earth, and then back up again through your heart space. And that chalice, you're going to place all those, worries and just anger and resentment and frustration and not loving yourself and just everything that you've done in the past that you just having trouble forgiving yourself, and you're putting everything in there. And that chalice is being gently lifted up, up and up, and it's going into your higher consciousness. Your I am presence is going up there, and it's going to be cleansed and purified, and all that negativity is going to be transmuted and transformed into love and healing, light and energy that will help you in the next couple months, so that you will have the energy to deal with everyday situations. It's going to give you that strength every day, and it will come to you when you need it. So we're going to take a moment here to continue to just gaze at the violet light, and it's like, oh my God, the flame is just so beautiful, and you just visualize everything that you want for yourself and your loved ones. Just so happy to be here. And we just take a nice slow breath, and then I'm gonna release it and just say, it is done. It is done. It is done. I am that I am. You slowly, the flower opens up again, and you come out of the lotus, and you bow down and say thank you. And you slowly open the door that you came in, and you're going to go down the steps, the fifth step, the fourth step, the third step, second step, and the first step. And you bow down to the guards that are the angel guards that are there, and you slowly start walking around the path of the Violet River, and you slowly just start walking down that beautiful path you came in, and you find yourself in your position where you're at right now, and just wiggle your toes, your hands, you know, shrug your shoulders and your neck, and whenever you're ready, just open your eyes. Okay, wow. Okay, so as soon as everybody's waking up, you could let me know how you're feeling. What you feel, any sensations. Okay, Krista, yeah. Any thoughts, Krista? You can unmute yourself then if you like to say anything. It's hard to unmute. It's just usually a button there on the bottom. Oh, thank you, Julie.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. The mute was locked. You can go ahead and unmute.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
No, I just thought that was so beautiful. So I was wondering, is that one of your meditations that you created that you were led to do, or it was beautiful?
I've been led to do this meditation from the studies that I've taken with the Violet Flame and the Ascended Masters and spirit guides and there's different forms of it. In other words, when you do it yourself, you make it your own. So you could practice this every day yourself for like 45 days. So once you do this every day for 45 days, you've mastered the technique, and Ascended Master Germain will come in to help you, and that things will just start materializing and things will happen for you. So basically, you have to do it consistently for 45 days. So I pretty much have done it like that. So now it comes a lot easier for me to do that, but in the beginning, it's going to be hard because, you get busy, tired. You can either set special time aside for yourself to do like in the early evening or in the morning. And every day, you just take like 15, 20 minutes to cleanse yourself in the Violet Rivers of Kuan Yin. And then you go into your Sacred Heart Chamber through the steps that I told you, because you're actually, when you're going up those steps, you're going into the fifth dimension. So you start out, the third, fourth, you're going into your heart space, and then you go into your fifth space, the dimension, by going up those steps. And then you put your intentions out, what you need. And it's very powerful. Like I said, it's very powerful. I did it as a group meditation, and now I could do it, either by myself or I could do it, with others. Like I said, when I do my healing with the energy healing, I invoke the Violet Flame a lot for the people, because there's so much pain in the heart space and so much, turmoil in the crown, things that we just stored up there, And for the world right now, I'm sending it to Europe, to Ukraine, to Russia, for all this, I'm sending a lot of the Violet Flame there, and sometimes you have to send the fire to really burn it out. So the waters are the gentlest to use. So if it's like a child, you can use the violet water, like water that's gentle for children. If somebody's going through a lot of turmoil, the children. And then, for the adults, you could use the flame or the fire if it's something like you really want to transmute that, into, to release that, So it's really wonderful, it's a wonderful technique, and I encourage everybody to do it. And like I said, the summitlighthouse.org gives you a lot of information about all the Ascended Masters, the rays, and how to use the Violet Flame, every day in your life. And it's a really great tool, for everybody. And I highly encourage it, and especially in these transformational times that we're living in right now. It's really important. Any other questions, or anybody experience anything while they were doing it? You just go ahead and unmute yourself.
I had a very interesting experience in the water. Been working on releasing a lot of anger towards family right now. And I literally birthed a huge black ball and saw it go down the river. So yippee, that'll free up my creativity.
Oh, wow, I love it. That's great, Karen.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. All of a sudden I was huge. I was pregnant, and this huge black ball comes flying out of me. I'm like, bye-bye.
Yeah, good riddance. Get out. Just go.
Oh,
Yeah.
dissolve.
Just go. Well, that's what it is. That's was that releasing of that negativity into that ball, and it also could come from past lives. It could also come from trauma that you've experienced, at birth, things that you didn't even know, and that anger, it needed to be released and come out because it's been locked up inside your body. So now you have to continue to keep cleansing yourself using that violet fire every day, flame, fire, waters every day. That'll continue to prevent that from coming back in because you don't want to open the door for anything to come in either. So by allowing resentment, that'll stir it up again. So just shut that door. It's all done. It is done. And every day be thankful and grateful, and I'm so happy for you that you birthed that out. Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
But anyway, I'm glad everybody came, and I'm so thankful to you, Greg. You've done so much for everybody, with your groups and everything that you do for humanity. I'm so appreciative, and meeting you has been also a transformational process for me. It really has been. I'm just so grateful to all the wonderful beings that I have met. So it's just so wonderful, and continue the good work, and everybody here that's on. We could all just be ourselves and show our light to everybody, and that really will help a lot to spread the love.